Politics for some is an attempt to take back the illusion of control. Now, let me be clear. I think you should vote. I think you should be politically informed. And if God calls you to run for office, whether in our city, in our province, in our nation, to serve his people, I definitely think you should do it. But what I see in our culture today is a hyper-focus, a fixation, an obsession, to the degree that we have people sitting on the edge of their seats watching elections in other countries, thinking that if my candidate wins, I win. And if my candidate loses, I lose. What I would suggest to you is a hyper-focus on politics, a fixation, an obsession, is not the road that God is calling you to travel in 2023. Much like Jesus told the disciples 2,000 years ago, we're going to go on a little ride today. C.S. Lewis talked in Mere Christianity. He says, a hyper-focus on politics comes from a fundamental error. We have come to believe that our nation is more important than individuals. We have come to believe that our nation is more important than an individual, which of course it isn't. At most, our nation will last for what, 1,000 years? You know that person sitting beside you, behind you, in front of you? They will last 1,000 times 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 1,000, and they will just be getting started. Maybe I could put that a different way. As the church, our primary role, our primary responsibility as a church in this nation is not to love Canada. Our primary role as a church, as people who follow Jesus, is to love Canadians.